Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. So, in this particular video, we will talk about the Reserve Bank of India. So, RBI, which generally work as the central bank for Indian economy. So, being a central bank, there are so many role and responsibilities which are generally maintained by RBI. So, we will discuss these things about in this particular video. Okay, so this after this particular video you'll know all about RBI. So like we will talk about the basic history of RBI, board of directors, major functions of RBI, subsidiaries of RBI, departments of RBI and all. Okay, so the only request to all of you guys, please do like and share this video so other can also watch. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. Right. So guys, whenever we talk about RBI, it is generally known as the central bank. Okay. So in every country we have a central bank. Okay. Like in US it is Federal Reserve Bank. In China it is People's Bank of China. In Japan it is Bank of Japan. So similarly in India as well, it is the function of central bank that is generally performed by RBI. And being a central bank, there are so many role and responsibilities which is generally performed by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so like it manages the overall banking system in the economy, not only banking, even the other financial activities like money management or the liquidity management, currency printing, regulation and supervision of banks and all. So many time I hope you heard about these particular functions. So today we will deep dive the effects, the structure of RBI, or the everything about the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so we will start with the basic one. Like I hope you know, RBI was established on 1st of April 1935 under RBI Act 1934. So who was the recommendation committee for the establishment of Reserve Bank of India? So the answer is Hilton Young Commission. Okay, so these are some important facts related to RBI. Today my marker is not working, so I highlight these particular one. So RBI was established on 1st of April 1935 under RBI Act, Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Okay, so it was established on the recommendation of Hilton Young Commission, which was founded in 1926. Okay, so initially RBI headquarters was located in Kolkata, the then Calcutta. In 1937, it was permanently shifted to Mumbai. So, so many times examiner asked this particular question. Okay, so in 1937, RBI headquarters was permanently shifted to Mumbai. Along with the headquarters, RBI have four local board offices, regional offices, and 29 regional offices. Okay, four local board plus 29 regional offices. Okay. It was the initial capital of RBI was 5 crore rupees, and this 5 crore divided by 10 each year, and so 5 lakh shares, and all these shares belongs to Government of India. Okay, so the initial capital of state Reserve Bank of India was 5 crore rupees, and the 5 crore divided by 10, face value of per share was 10 rupees. So total number is 5 lakh, and all these 5 lakh shares belongs to Government of India. If you talk about the nationalization of RBI, so it happens in 1949 or on 1st of January 1949 under the Reserve Bank of India Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948. Please do remember this one. Sometimes students they got confused with the Banking Regulation Act 1949, and they generally think the RBI was nationalized under BR Act 1949, but it was nationalized under RBI, the Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948, with a minimum capital of or initial capital of 5 crore rupees. Okay, so these are some basic facts which you need to know about the introduction part, being a central bank. So these are the basic things about Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so apart from this, I'll show you a table. So where you will see the important dates or years related to RBI. Okay, so here you can see 4th of August 1926, Hilton Young Commission was formed, or Hilton Young Commission, who generally represented their report towards RBI. And on the recommendations of this, RBI Act 1934 was passed on 5th of March 1934. Okay, so Reserve Bank of India Act passed which provide a statutory basis to basis the function, the bank functioning, or the Reserve Bank of India's day-to-day activities. Okay, so RBI that generally works under or as per the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Okay, and it was passed on 5th of March 1934. 1st of April 1935, finally that date came, and the Reserve Bank of India was established, being a central bank. And first time, if you talk about the first governor of RBI, so that time when we created RBI as a central bank on the 1st of April 1935, so the governor of RBI was Sir Osborne Smith. So Sir Osborne Smith was the first governor of Reserve Bank of India. Okay. So and first Indian governor was C.D. Deshmukh. He was the third governor of RBI basically. But if you talk about the first Indian governor, it is C.D. Deshmukh. But first governor was Sir Osborne Smith. Okay, on 1st of April 1947, so previously before independence, RBI that generally provides central banking services to two other countries. One was Myanmar and another one was Pakistan. So banking function in Burma, now Myanmar, ceased with the termination of part 2 of the Burma monetary agreement. So RBI prior 1st April 1947, RBI used to provide central banking services to Burma or Myanmar. So we seized that particular one. On 30th of June 1948, so previously we also, or RBI also provide banking services to Pakistan, central banking services to Pakistan. So it was also seized on this particular date. Okay, 1st of January 1949, RBI was nationalized under RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948, and first 16 March 1949 statutory liquidity ratio, that is known as SLR. So SLR was introduced on 16th of March 1949. Okay, so it's a reserve ratio which generally bank have to maintain with itself. Okay, in the form of cash, gold, and government securities. We already discussed this one in our monetary policy unit. So these are some important dates and years about Reserve Bank of India or the RBI history. Okay, some other fact as well. So as I earlier told you, C.D. Deshmukh was the first Indian governor of RBI. As earlier mentioned, Osborne Smith was the first governor of RBI. First Indian governor was C.D. Deshmukh. He was the third governor of RBI. RBI was also the central bank for Myanmar and Pakistan, and we seized these particular one in 1947 for Myanmar and 1948 for Pakistan. Manmohan Singh is the only prime minister to have also served as governor of RBI, Reserve Bank of India. He is also finance. He was also finance minister or prime minister, and he is the only finance minister, prime minister who also served the post of RBI governor. Okay, so hope these particular facts are clear. Now, if you talk about the powers of RBI, so there are two major acts which generally provide RBI powers, or the functioning of RBI is generally based on these two acts. One is RBI Act 1934. Another one is Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay, so it generally provide RBI supervision and control over commercial banks, and along with this licensing and establishment of banks. Okay, so if let's say if you want to start banking business in India, so you have to file your application with the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so RBI that generally provides certain guidelines. If you fulfill that particular guidelines, those guidelines, so you will be able to start banking business in India. Okay, so branch expansion, if any existing bank who want to expand their branches, so RBI will give license. Liquidity of their assets. Okay, how you have to maintain your liquid asset in your organizations. Management and method of working, so day-to-day working of banks. Amalgamation and mergers of banks or branches. Reconstruction and liquidations of assets. These are some major functions or major powers which is generally given to RBI as per RBI Act 1934 and Banking Regulation Act 1949. So when we'll come to the functions of RBI, we will deep dive these particular one. Okay, first we will discuss the overall structure of the RBI or the central bank. Then we'll come to these points or the working areas and all. Okay, next point is offices of RBI. So as I earlier told you, so RBI headquarters is located in Mumbai, and it was permanently shifted to Mumbai in 1937. Earlier it was in Calcutta. Now it is known as Kolkata. Okay, so when we started RBI in 1935, Calcutta was the major business hub. So the RBI headquarters was that time located in Calcutta. Now in 1937, it was permanently shifted to Mumbai. So now headquarters is located in Mumbai. So the central office is basically where RBI governor, the office of RBI governor, as well as the board of directors that generally belongs to RBI, and they formulate policies about Indian banking system or towards the bank. Okay. Along with headquarter, RBI have four zonal offices, okay, or local board offices. They also known as local board offices. They generally belongs to these metropolitan cities, okay. So whenever we talk about metropolitan cities in India, so these are the four major cities: Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. So along with the RBI head office, RBI have four local board offices or zonal offices. These are located in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. And we have 27 regional offices and 4 sub offices for these regional offices. Okay, so sub offices are also known as divisional offices. So RBI, apart from head office or 4 local board offices, 27 regional offices and sub offices. The total number is 31. Okay, so most of regional offices are in the capital, state capital. Like for Uttarakhand, it is located in Dehradun, or for Uttar Pradesh, we have in Lucknow, or sub office in Kanpur. So this way we have a number of offices of RBI. Okay, State Bank of India act as an agent of RBI state where RBI does not have its offices. So this is very important point. Okay, so let's say if there is any state where RBI do not have their own offices, so State Bank of India will work as an agent for RBI in that particular state. Okay, so hope this is clear. So if you see the reporting and order in reporting things, so order is generally passed by the central office or the headquarter of RBI, which is located in Mumbai. So RBI Mumbai office will pass on this particular order to 4 local board offices: Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. Then these local board offices will pass on that particular order to 27 regional and sub offices. Okay, if you talk of regional and sub offices will pass on that particular order to banks. Okay, so now these banks role is reporting. So bank will report to regional office to local board office to head office. So this way the entire working of RBI is generally defined. Okay, and along with these particular offices, RBI have number of departments. So nowadays it is 30 departments. Okay, if you'll visit the RBI website, you will find there are 30 departments of RBI which generally help RBI to perform their role and responsibilities. Because like if you see Indian economy, so we are a large economy. We are 7th largest in term of geographical area. So we have number of banks and financial institution in the system. So to properly manage these one or to achieve the end goal of RBI, so RBI created number of departments. So these numbers are 30. So here we will discuss about some important departments like Department of Currency Management, which generally works toward the issuance or the management of currency in Indian economy. Payment and Settlement, I hope you remember that PSS Act 2007, Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. NPCA is major organization under this one. Okay, Financial Inclusion and Development Department. We have Foreign Exchange Department. We have Monetary Policy Department. So these are out of 30. These are the topmost departments which has the key roles in Indian economy or towards the banking system of India. Okay, first one is Currency Management Department. So it generally work the management of currency note design, the currency note design, printing, timely supply of currency notes, and withdrawal of currency note and distribution of coins. Okay, coins are generally designed and manufactured by Government of India. So we have 4 different coin minting places in India. Okay, but currency note, everything related to note like their design, printing, or the overall supply management is generally done by Reserve Bank of India under this is generally done by a Department of Currency Management under RBI. Okay, and even the distribution of coins is also done by RBI. So we have different currency chest in India. So through with the help of these currency chests, RBI that generally manage or circulate the currency system in India. Okay, Department of Payment and Settlement System. So it is a separate department of RBI which generally founded in March 2005. It generally take care about the online digital payments things in India. Like NPCI is major entity which generally work as an umbrella organization for retail payment and settlement in India. Okay, it is a separate entity. It is registered under Companies Act 2013, but it generally help. Okay, this department that generally provide guidelines for NPCI as well. Okay, so policy formulation in respect to payment and settlement, authorization of payment and settlement system and operators. Let's say if you willing to start some payment tools in India like UPI, Phone Pay and all. So this department will give you the license. Okay, regulation of payment and settlement system in India, supervision and monitoring of payment and settlement in India. So that is generally these retail payment system or settlements in India is generally taken care by Department of Payment and Settlement System in India. Next one, we have financial inclusion and development departments, which generally do the research and development in Indian economy about finance or about the financial inclusion, or it generally study the development of the required development in different areas, how the financial inclusion is really working. So these things are generally taken care by this particular one. So to formulate micro policy to strengthen credit flow to the priority sectors like agriculture, small scale industries, weaker section, renewable energy, or those 8 sectors. Okay, to ensure that priority sector lending become a tool for the bank to capture untapped business opportunities among the financially excluded section of the society. So that PSL norms is again the generally part of, or the proper implementations of PSL guidelines is generally comes under financial inclusion and development department. Okay, next one we have forex department, foreign exchange department. So foreign exchange regulation act 1973, now it is generally known as FEMA Act 1999, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. So it generally take care about the overall guidelines related to forex business in India. Okay, and it generally comes under forex or foreign exchange department under RBI. Okay, so the objective is to smoothen the overall forex transaction in Indian economy, to give license to entities as authorized dealer. So like if you have to exchange your currency in some foreign currencies, so you can easily do that. Okay, and even to provide guidelines toward these authorized dealers, how they'll work and all, and to protect the interest of consumers, those who generally dealing in forex market. Okay, next one we have monetary policy department. I hope you heard about this so many times. Like they generally meet on bi-monthly basis, or they come with the current liquidity status in Indian economy, or they generally manage the overall liquidity in Indian economy, we can say. Okay, with targeting the price stability or to control inflation, growth in Indian economy, to create employments and all. Okay, so MPC, Monetary Policy Committee, assists the MPC in formulation of monetary policy, and it provide technical input to the MPC such as short-term and long-term inflation projection. So it basically provide the data towards the overall liquidity in Indian economy, the current inflation rates, and how what is the expectations in the future, and the current growth prospect of Indian economy. So these all data is generally provided by department, the monetary department of RBI, and which generally assists to monetary policy committee, which is a team of 6 members, including RBI governor. Okay, so these are the major departments of RBI, which, like as I told you, the role and responsibilities of RBI are like we have so many responsibilities which is generally performed by RBI, And if you study the demographic of India, so we have we are the seventh largest economy in the world, or we have second largest population size in the world. So to cater all part of India, we need different departments, those who working in different areas. Okay, so we have 30 departments as of now of RBI. Those generally assist RBI to perform well or to achieve their end goal or mission and vision. Okay, now we'll talk about the Central Board of Directors. Okay, or it is also known as Team RBI. So Central Board of Directors, there are number of members which are generally part of Central Board of Directors. Okay, so these are like RBI Governor. We have four deputy governors, four member from local board offices, 10 member from Ministry Government of India. Okay, two member from Ministry of Finance. So this way we created a team who generally help RBI to make decisions. Okay, Reserve Bank of India is governed by the Central Board of Directors. So the entire things or the decision making is generally governed by the by this particular board only. Okay, and the board is appointed by Government of India, keeping with the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, appointed and nominated for a period of 4 years. Okay, so the board is the Central Board of RBI, or the Central Board of Directors that generally govern RBI workings in India. So, and it is work under RBI Act 1934 and appointed as per the RBI Act 1934, and it is appointed by Government of India for 4 years. Governor and deputy governors are appointed under Section 8 1A of the RBI Act 1934. So sometime examiner they generally test these particular sections as well. So that's why I keep these one. Official director, full-time directors. If you talk about, so we have governor and not more than four deputy governors. So one governor and four deputy governors. So at a time you'll find maximum four deputy governor of RBI. Sometime like due to some retirement and all, it is three. You'll find three or two, but it is not more than four. Okay. Non-official 10 member from Government of India. They are generally nominated from different fields. It is include the corporate houses or the private corporate houses as well. Okay, four director from local board offices. So we have four local board offices of RBI: Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. So most of the time their head is generally part of Team RBI. Okay, two member from Ministry of Finance. So this way we have all these like 4 5 5 plus 10 15 plus 4 19 or 2 21. So our Team RBI is a we can say it is a 21 member team which generally take decisions about RBI's working, or even sometimes they they come with some new solution regarding the latest problems. Okay, so as of now, if you talk about the Team RBI's major pillars, so RBI Governor Sri Saktikant Das and four deputy governors. So these are the four deputy governors: Mahesh Kumar Jain, Michael Devrat Patra, M. Rajeshwar Rao, and T. Ravi Shankar. So M.K. Jain and Michael Dev Patra, they generally reappointed last year for next 3 years. Okay, so they are generally like RBI governor is generally appointed for a maximum period of 3 years. Then after that, we generally go for reappointment. Similarly for the deputy governors as well. Okay, so this is the overall board of RBI, which generally help RBI to make right decisions about the Indian banking system. Now, along with this department teams and all, so RBI they have some subsidiaries as well. So what is subsidiary? It is part of RBI. The decision, or they are generally owned by RBI, and these are like the maximum ownership in these organizations are generally belongs to Reserve Bank of India, but they are a separate entity. So to deal with the different areas, RBI have created as of now we have four subsidiaries of RBI. Previously we have fifth one, that was NHB, National Housing Bank, which was later on it was it is generally taken care by it is taken by Government of India. So it is a National Housing Bank, and 24th of April 2019 it was taken over by Government of India. So now it belongs to Government of India, and these four are generally belongs to RBI. So we have four major subsidiaries of RBI. One is DICGC, Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. I hope you heard about this one so many times. Okay, it generally provide deposit insurance, or it generally provide insurance to our deposit with banks. Okay, Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited, which generally works toward the currency printing or the overall management of currency. Okay, Reserve Bank of India IT Information Technology. So all IT related solutions is generally provided by Reserve Bank of India Information Technology Private Limited. Financial in Indian Financial Technology and Allied Services, IFTAS, that generally provide the communications related to banking business in India. Okay, so we will go through these one by one. So first one is DICGC. It was founded on 15th of July 1978 under DICGC Act 1961. Okay, so do remember this act as well. So many times examiner they generally ask question based on act as well. Headquarter is located in Mumbai, and chairman. If you talk about the chairman of all subsidiaries, so most of the time you'll find the deputy governor of RBI. They generally own these. They generally had these subsidiaries. Okay, so deputy governor of RBI currently Michael Devrat Patra, who generally lead the DICGC, and current insurance limit is rupees 5 lakh. Okay, so let's say if you have a deposit with any XYZ bank, and that bank, let's say you have 3 lakh rupees in that particular bank, okay, in your saving account, and 50,000 is overall interest from last 10 years, 15 years. Okay, so the total principal and interest is 3,50,000. Okay, so if that particular bank become defaulter, so you can approach DICGC, and DICGC will provide you that remaining that principal plus interest, which is 3.5 lakh rupees as your deposit protector. Okay, so the maximum limit is 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so let's say if in your account there is 7 lakh rupees, so DICGC will pay you only 5 lakh rupees. If 50,000, they'll pay you only 50,000. Okay, it include principal as well as interest, but the maximum limit is only rupees 5 lakh. Okay, so it generally work under DICGC Act 1961, and it is established for providing insurance of deposit and guaranteeing the credit facility. Okay, so like uh, there are so many times there are number of banks who become defaulter. So in that particular case, the ICGC that generally is that generally trying to protect the small depositors in Indian economy. Okay, next one we have Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. It is like as the name state. So Note Mudran Private Limited. So Note Mudran means where we generally print currencies. Okay, so it was established on 3rd of February 1995. The headquarters of BRB and MPL is located in Bengaluru, and it has two presses. Okay, one is Mysuru, another one is Salboni. So if you talk about the total currency printing presses in India, so we have four presses. Okay, these are located in Devas, Nasik, Mysuru, and Salboni. But Devas and Nasik printing press are generally owned by Government of India, and Mysuru and Salboni, Mysuru in Karnataka, Salboni in West Bengal, these are generally owned by Government of RBI under Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. So you can go through this one as well. So we have four printing presses in India. So one is Nasik, another one is Devas. So Nasik and Devas one is generally owned by Government of India. And Mysuru and Salboni, these are generally owned by RBI under Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. Okay. So two of currency printing press are owned by Government of India, and two is by Reserve Bank of India. So these are generally owned by RBI. Government of India own these particular one. So as we earlier discussed this particular data. So do remember these names. So all four names as well as their ownership belongs to. Okay. So if we talk about the currency printing thing in India, so these are some important facts related to currency printing. So Nasik and Devas are owned by Government of India under Section 22 of RBI Act 1934. Reserve Bank of India is solely responsible for managing currency note except rupees 1. So currency note rupees 2 and above is generally printed and printed by RBI Reserve Bank of India. Okay, and currency rupees note 1 is generally printed by Government of India under Ministry of Finance, or Ministry of Finance under Government of India. This data is again very important one. So the highest denomination of currency note in India is rupees 10,000 as per section 22 of RBI Act 1934. Okay, so as per section 22 of RBI Act 1934, the maximum denomination of currency note can be rupees 20,000. Like as of now, we have 2,000 rupees. It can be, or RBI can print up to 20,000, 10,000. Okay. So Reserve Bank of India was 10,000. In 1938, demonetized this one. Okay. Like we have three time demonetization. 1946, we demonetized 10,000 rupees currency note. In 1966, RBI that generally demonetized rupees 1,000, 5,000 or 10,000 currency note. In 2016, RBI demonetized rupees 500 and 1,000 currency note. Okay, so if the examiner asks you the maximum denomination, so your answer will be 10,000. In case of coin, it is 1,000 rupees. Okay. So rupees 10,000 was again introduced in 1954 and it was demonetized in 1978, not in 1966. Okay, so we have three time demonetization. One is 1946, another one is 1978, and third one or the latest one is 2016 as well. Okay, so maximum currency denomination note currency denomination can be 10,000, or for coin it is 1,000. Next subsidiary is IFTAS. So Indian Financial Technology and Allied Services. It was founded in 2016 and headquarter is located in Mumbai. So to manage and operate the financial messaging system in India. Okay, let's say we have SWIFT. SWIFT is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. I hope you heard about this particular one. So it generally manages messaging thing across the world. Okay, so let's say if you do some remittances from US, so your account got debited and credited, this thing is generally managed by SWIFT. But in India, let's say you withdraw 5,000 rupees from your account, instantly you get a message your account has been debited by 5,000 rupees. So this message or this messaging thing is generally managed by IFTAS in India. Okay, so if you talk about this one, so NEFT, RTGS, and other things or payment settlement networks. So these are infinite. That entire infinite system is generally managed by IFTAS in India. Okay. Next one we have Reserve Bank of India Information Technology. So information, all IT related assistance is generally provided by Reserve Bank of India Information Technology Private Limited. Okay, it was established in 2016 and headquarter is located in Navi Mumbai. Okay, so objective is to take care IT requirements including cyber security need of RBA. So it generally manages cyber security, research and innovation, technology related, system audit, and project management of RBI. So these are some major functions which is generally performed by REBIT, or that is generally known as Reserve Bank of India Technology Private Limited. Okay, I hope we get this particular thing as well. Now we'll talk about functions of RBI. This is very simple one. Okay, so many time I hope you read about the functions of RBI. So it will help you in your written examination as well as in interview. So these functions should be on your fingertips. Like whenever we talk about functions of RBI, so being a central bank, there are so many functions which is generally performed by RBI, like supervision and monitoring of banks, regulation of financial system or banks, currency printing, KYC regulation, bankers to the government of India, lenders of the last reserve, custodian of exchange, forex management. So there are so many functions which are generally performed by RBI being a central bank. So here we will discuss some important one, or still if you have any problem with any area you can mention in comment section. Okay, but these functions are the most important and you have to remember these functions. Like during interview, that interviewer they generally ask, tell me the 5 functions of RBI. So this way you can run your interview. Okay, so if you remember the top 5, so let's say you mention issuer of currency. Okay, so now the cross question will based on the whatever point you pick. Okay, so issuance of currency or monetary policy regulation, then interviewer will ask question based on whatever you deliver. Okay, So you need a clarity about these particular things. Okay, so main functions of RBI is to formulate monetary policy. So monetary policy regulation or formulation is generally done by Reserve Bank of India with the help of MPC, Monetary Policy Committee, and with the help of monetary policy, RBI that generally manages liquidity in the Indian economy, often targeting the inflation rate or the price stability in Indian economy and economic growth, and as well as a lower unemployment rate. Okay, so we already did a video on monetary policy. I hope you remember. Regulate and supervise the financial system. So to provide guidelines to find the loopholes in system and to repair them. So this is the role and responsibility of RBI. Manage Indian forex market. So forex market is again taken care by RBI as per FEMA Act, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. Issuance of currency. So the currency management or the overall supply of money in Indian economy is again managed by RBI. So printing of currency and all these things. Bankers to the bank. If any bank need any kind of assistance like loan or other things, so that is generally provided by RBI. So like we have repo rate, we have MSF. We read about the we read about open market not open market operation, repo rate, reverse repo rate, or SDF. So these are generally tools. Bankers to the government of India, like open market operation. So when government of India need any financial requirement, so that is also fulfilled by RBI. Development role in the economy. So RBI also fulfill the development requirements of Indian economy. So as per the requirement, they generally come up with the new schemes. Okay, regulate and supervise the payment and settlement system in India or the payment related entities. So apart from that, exchange management we already discussed, supervisory, regulation of banking system, and KYC regulation. So guidelines related to KYC that generally comes under section 35A of banking regulation act 1949. So the regulated entities or the key things related, like if any customer is interacting with Indian banking system, so these are the basic requirements, and these requirements are generally set by Reserve Bank of India, and timely manner they generally revise these particular guidelines as well. Okay, currency we already discussed this particular thing. So currency, if you talk about the rupees 1 note and number of coins, so these are generally belongs to the authorities, generally belongs to Government of India, Ministry of Finance under Government of India, and rupees 2 note and above are printed by RBI. Okay, and if you talk about the signatory authority, in case of rupee 1 you will find the finance secretary, in case of rupees 2 and above you will find RBI governor. Okay, and the maximum denomination for currency note is 10,000 rupees, and for coin it is 1000 rupees. Coin are generally minted as per Coinage Act 2011. Okay, previously it was 2010, and currency note are generally printed as per RBI Act 1934 section 22. Okay, so these are the important things related to currency which generally examiner ask in your examination. Okay, and the currency printing method we use, that is known as minimum reserve ratio. So minimum reserve ratio is generally used to identify the need of new currency in Indian economy, or even it will also help you to judge the overall supply of money in Indian economy. So whenever RBI they generally print or issue new currencies, they generally make some reserve. Okay, that is generally known as minimum reserve ratio. So it is 200 crore rupees reserve, 135 is to 85. Okay. Uh, Next one is 120 is to 80. Okay. Next one is major act which are generally administered by RBI. So these are the act which generally work with RBI. Okay, so Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, or RBI, we can say RBI work accordance to these particular one. Public Debt Act 1980, 1944. Now it is known as Government Securities Act 2006. Government Securities Regulation Act 2007, Banking Regulation Act 1949, FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, SARFAESI Act 2002, Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Asset, and Enforcement of Security Interest. Okay, and Credit Information Companies Regulation Act 2005, and we have Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. So these act are again administered by RBI, and like if any changes happen with these particular one, so that is again done by board of directors of RBI. Okay, so even they generally propose that particular changes, right? So guys, in this video we generally discuss all about the RBI. I hope you enjoyed the entire video. So if you like, please do share with your friends and tell them to subscribe my channel, so we can reach to a number of people. Okay, and if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel, and if you have any suggestion towards these particular content, so do mention in comment section, so I'll definitely work on those particular areas. And do share your feelings about this channel, so how I am doing. Okay, and if you have any suggestion, feel free to ask. Okay, so just mention in comment section, I'll try to resolve those areas. So today my marker was not working, so that's why I try to highlight things and all. I hope you enjoy this particular thing as well. So my idea is ki, like if you have like if you're preparing for any government job in India, or even not only government job, like for bank promotion examination or any private entity and all, so these are some fundamentals. So I'm providing you the fundamental video, and what kind of question you may face based on these one, so I already did a video, so you can watch and you can test your preparation. Okay, so this is it from my side. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy. So I'll see you soon with a new video. Thank you for the watching. Bye bye. Take care all. Have a nice day. Thank you.